Um, Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ruby Gyang, aka the Force, ex-basketball player, coach, um, sports writer, sports analyst, the whole shabam. And we're here for the maiden edition of my basketball, my live basketball chat, where we just talk about all the issues that affect basketball, especially in the country and beyond, the country of Nigeria. I'm here. My first guest for this maiden edition is it's none other but my sister, um, the artist Ruby Gyang, former a former artist for Chocolate City. Chocolate City's former artist for Chocolate City. She's a musician, entrepreneur, women activist. She's a mentor and life coach, many things, and we're here to talk. Now you might be asking, what does a musician act have to do with basketball? But I'll say a lot. I mean, first of all, we're in this entertainment space. Basketball is entertainment, music is entertainment, but better than that, she's also an activist for social change. So I'll be talking with Ruby Gang, and she'll be up soon. Yeah, 1 minute. So first of all, I just want to say that this is the topic we're going to be picking for today is since this month is Women's Month and yesterday was Women's Day, so I said, why? What better time to talk about female basketball? Don't worry, guys. We'll go back. We'll go back to us, but um, like they say, ladies first. Ladies first. So yeah, Ruby's about to join real soon. So hello, Ruby, are you there? So
Well, hello there.
hey, Rubes, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing I'm doing real well. We've just started, and it's good to have you on this show. I did an introduction, but I think I think you do yourself more justice if you introduce yourself properly, because I'm wondering if I did a good job. So please
All
introduce.
right. Hi, everyone. My name is Ruby Gang. I am already a creative. I'm an entrepreneur. I am a talent developer. I'm an activist. I'm a proud African feminist, And, as we all know, this is the Women's History Month, and we're here to celebrate all things women. So I'm really excited to be on this live with you. Tingwa, I'm going to interview you a bit and say, this is your first live. What does it feel like?
Well, to be honest, it feels weird,
Why?
but it feels weird in a good kind of way because sometimes you're always saying there's a lion in the street, there's a lion in the street, and so you don't want a lot of people don't want to go out because there's this mythical lion in the street, but it also feels weird in a very good way because I'm like, finally we're here. I've always been saying I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this,
Finally,
and
it's about to go down. So I
finally,
heard you, before I came on, I was listening and you mentioned you were talking about, women in basketball, if, I got that correctly. And I'm
yes.
curious to know, like, when was the first time you realized that, what, women can really play?
Okay, okay. Actually, the first time I realized this was when I started playing basketball back in Zaria. I was a little kid, and there was this lady that I watched play, and as far as I was, as far as I was concerned, she could do no wrong. I did not know. I did not know. It was later on, and she was a very ladylike looking person, but I didn't even make the difference when she was on court because she was so good. Her name was, at the time, her name was Joyce Pevege. So when I watched her play, I was like, wow, because I mean, till this day, I can still see images of her playing. So yes, it was from then on I started realizing that women too can play this game.
Yeah. I mean, I've known you in terms of like many people know you as this amazing player, but what I think a side of you a lot of people don't know about is the side of you that coaches people, that trains, the trainer aspect of you, and how very good a coach you are. Well, except when we're doing workout, thing where it's very annoying, so annoying. We spend the workout fighting, but you at the time you were doing like a series of articles. I don't know why you stopped, but you did write. There was an article about women, women and women basketball. What
Yes.
inspired that? And tell us more.
Okay. What I'm saying, what I'm about to say is actually a compliment in a way because for in the men's game, because on an average men are more athletic than women. On average, it seems like men. Some guys can skip. Some guys can skip learning the actual fundamentals of the game because they can just jump and dunk over somebody, from the free throw line from outside. But in the women's game, they take their time and they pay attention to details. A lot,
So are you saying that
a lot.
they're more skilled? Is that what we're saying here?
Yeah, and I'll say more analytical.
What does that mean for basketball?
Okay, they see, they look at that's good players. They look at the situation and they make decisions quickly.
Mm,
So when you see a group of women that actually know how to play, it's actually beautiful to watch.
I see. But what inspired you to actually go out and write about it? Like where did that come from?
Okay, first of all, I feel the women's game is not appreciated enough. That's
Here.
first thing,
Okay.
and also I think women deserve more opportunities, in this game that we play. I know that um, we've gone a long way from where we used to be in terms of the women's game, but there's still there's still a lot more to be achieved in improving the women's game compared to the men's game.
Mm. I've heard you talk often about, in your career of different women. You talked about people like Coach Jackie, who's like seems to be like a legend, when it comes to Nigerian basketball. I know if you guys talk about Unguveren, there's a Chiamaka. I'm sure there's other more that you can mention, but tell me, give me your, just your experience of them as professionals, as players, but also as people. Like, how has it been? Because you talk about them with fondness, you know. So,
Okay, first of all, before I even start talking about all these people, let me talk about other players like that I asked actually during the early stages of my basketball career that I started watching. There's a player, her name was Tai. People know her as Coach Tai. Tai was a beast. She was a beast. I mean, a 3-point shooter, extraordinaire crossover. She did it all, and she was not the tallest, and she had a partner in crime. Her name was, I won't say in crime. Her partner in, I
in
mean, you guys
all,
get it. Partner in crime. Yes, her name was. Her name was Shola. They all played for First Bank. They were all like mentors. Taye was a mentor to Nguveren. I mean, two of them together were lethal. They were lethal. I mean, there was this other lady that played WNBA, Magda Ben. Magda Ben was, I think, the first Nigerian to play in the WNBA. She was just the Nigerian female Michael Jordan. I mean, she was something else. Hence why she went to the WNBA. Now I'll talk
how
about my
tall
very
was
good friend. Yeah,
how tall
Magda
was
Ben.
she?
She was about six, like 5'10", 5'11", between
Okay.
5'10", 5'11". If I'm getting my numbers right, she was about 5'10", 5'11". Yes.
Okay.
Then then there was
You mentioned
also my good friend Guveren. We I remember we all started our professional careers right about the same time. We used to train together in Makurdi, I mean, we were moving up like together. You know, she made she played sports festival, I played sports festival, She joined First Bank, I joined Boko Giants, we're going together. Played Nuga, I played Nuga, we're going together. Went for World University Games, I went to World University Games, growing up together. Then she went to Olympics, and I was like, okay, what's going on here? So I was like, hey, guy, Alpha, how they come, how they come. But actually,
Wow,
she
that's
played in Nigeria.
incredible. She went the whole way.
She went the whole way, and not only that, she did as a home based player. She was the only
Oh,
home based player on the team. Yes, I mean all the
whoa.
players
So
were
it's not like she was schooling maybe in like some college in the
no,
States and they would pick her.
yeah,
Incredible.
yeah. So
Incredible.
incredible. So she really took Nigerian basketball a long way, and not only that, a lot of girls in Benue started playing basketball because at least this new generation started playing basketball because she inspired them.
You know,
Yeah,
I think that's extremely important when you think of examples. Like for growing up, you definitely had your influences, the people you grew up to. I know that your
yeah,
favorite is Magic Johnson. I know that Kobe was. You
one,
guys are kind of like the same age coming up. You loved Iverson as well.
yeah,
And that examples I think are very key because it inspires people to want to do more, right? Now,
yeah.
I saw something, I don't want to forget this, so I'm going to say it now. I was just watching the news yesterday and I saw like one of the headlines. It said FIBA declares like the Tigers, that is like the female national basketball team, right? It says that they're the
Tigress.
best Tigers, sorry, the Tigers, and that they're the best in Africa and the 19th, they rank 19th globally. I mean, what do you think about that?
First of all, I'll tell you what I think about it. Don't take us back. As of 2020, as of 28th of last month, they're now ranked 16th
Whoa,
in the world.
whoa.
So that's the new rankings. But like that's it's so incredible because I mean the Tigress have won this tournament 3 times in a row. They won in
Wow.
yeah, they won. I think if I get in my facts right, I think they won 2017, 2019, and 2021. I mean they
Mm,
are. I mean they're forced. They are one of the best teams in the world right now. So there's no country that's going to play against Tigers and say this is a walkover. It's not happening anymore. I mean,
that's incredible.
I saw them play a game against the US, and the US had to dig deep. And the US is
Mm,
number one. They had to really dig deep. So
yeah.
it just shows the sky is the limit.
Interesting, interesting. Who are the young Before we talk about Coach Jackie, because I remember seeing her when I used to come and watch you guys play and how she was such a boss, man. She took no nonsense, no nonsense. It's like she
Yes,
scared the guys. But
yes.
I think at the time I knew. I think was she a coach or a referee at the time
No,
back
she was a
then?
coach.
Okay, a
She
coach.
she,
Okay.
she used to play. She used to play, but I think most of her greatness came as a coach because she became the first coach to ever coach a top flight male basketball team in Africa, and
The first
that's quite
female.
a
Wait, as a female, she coached men.
yeah. She coached men,
Incredible.
former national champions, plateau one time national champions. They play two peaks. So I
Wow,
mean
wow.
that's amazing, an amazing
Man, I
feat.
love to. I'm looking forward to you bringing her on just to hear her story and because that couldn't have been easy.
Not at all. Not at all. It's not easy for, I won't lie you, it's not easy for a woman to coach men.
Abi, what
Yeah.
in your experience have you been coached by a female before, or have you seen?
Okay, first of all, I told Coach Jackie she's also we're actually a close person to me, but I told her, Coach, if I play with you, would I be fighting every day? But
Why?
it's not, yeah, I
Why?
think we both like to win, you understand, and
Okay.
we're both feisty. So it's not the male female thing. It's just two alphas,
Sassy, too sassy,
two
sassy
sassy
Lou.
alphas. Yes, but I think we would have done well. I think we would have done well.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's someone that I'm a bit of a fan of. You know, she's when you think of basketball, she's on the small side, but I know that she's a firecracker. You know, she's a fantastic ball player. Chiamaka.
Okay. Yes, Chiamaka. You know, the funny thing is that I saw Chiamaka start basketball. She was tiny. I think she was like 8, 7, 8 at the time, and she I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell whether she was a very cute boy or a very cute girl, but she could really, but she could really play, and she had this very silky smooth moves.
Mm.
I At the time I wondered if, because you see a lot of young ladies, they start by the time they reach JS1, JS2, other other things in life come and distract them, and especially with how basketball is not really as supported as it should be. But she kept on. She really kept on, and she became one. She is right now one of the best players in the league. Actually, now she's a veteran. I even hear people call her Coach Chiamaka. I'm like, Coach, whoa! But Chiamaka is she's a great player, skillful player. I mean, in the last tournament, the last tournament I played, she also played, but she played with a male team, and she was not just any male, the female on the male team. No, she was actually like a go-to guy on that team. So I've,
Wow.
and right now she's transitioning into coaching. She's transitioning into the business side of basketball, which
Mm.
which is remarkable, because even for a dude. So for a woman to be doing what very few dudes are doing, it's amazing. It's amazing. It really is.
Mm. So I know that you two. I like what you spoke about transitioning, because that's a key thing. There's when it comes to setting careers that are physically intensive, at a certain point, age will do what age will do, right? And
Yeah.
you have to, start thinking of other things. So, how has it been for you transitioning, from pro ball player? Now I know that you have easy peasy basketball where you're coaching, young kids. I know that there is a strong female inclination, building the next or grooming the next generation of female basketball players as well as male. But since this is Women's Month, we're going to focus on that. So tell us a bit about your transition, and then also easy peasy basketball and what your plans are.
Okay. You know, first of all, I what my transition in from being a player into being a coach and being into the sports business. I think there's a huge opportunity in basketball in terms of the business side of it now. Unlike unlike other sports like football, basketball has never really had an industry yet. A lot of focus is like what I've been discussing with a big homie of mine, Coach Umar, is like, a lot of focus has been put on the playing of basketball. You understand? Which is cool. That's the product, But I mean, there's so much more that can be done, like especially like sports media. That's a different world on its own. I was still before this is sports media. That's why I started writing articles about it. I was writing articles just to build up different
Mm.
facets of the sport of basketball. Then also there's also the opportunity in coaching. Like, I mean, people are looking for fun activities for their kids. I mean, not every kid that plays basketball has to play pro, but I mean, it's a very good way to just get people to be active, to be healthy, and all that. And then there's also other things like merchandise and all that. So the sports business is something I really would like to look into. Also, like I said, the coaching and also apparel and equipment, sports
Okay,
apparel and
so
equipment.
I know that right now you're kind of you're forayed into it. Tell us about Easy Peasy Basketball. Tell us about the kids program that you've started running, and what your plans are in that regard.
Okay, Easy Peasy Basketball basically is a company that I co-founded. Company I
Who is
co-founded.
your co-founder?
I'm sorry, I'm the co-founder. My co-founder is she traveled abroad.
You better
Okay,
not say
actually, I co-founded with you. That I co-founded with you.
who is you? What's my name? Say my
Ruby,
name. Say my name.
Ruby Gyang,
Yeah.
Gyang.
Let him
Yeah.
know.
Um, Easy Peasy Basketball is a basketball program that is created for the youth to develop them into bas- um, to develop them into elite players, and to just build a generations of basketball players. And our major our major approach is simplicity, hence the name Easy Peasy. I believe the game of basketball, the best way to play basketball is a simple way. And we didn't learn it when we were young. We learned it later on. So it's good to actually teach the younger generations to learn basketball the easy way, to learn to do the easy but boring. And when I say easy, I'm not simple. I don't mean it doesn't require effort. No, but I'm saying that if you take things, the principles that if they take things easy, they take things easy or make things simple. The simpler they can, the easier, the more we can simplify basketball for them, I think the easier it is. So I just said our motto is simple. Our mantra is simple, effective basketball.
Yeah.
So sorry, one more thing. And most basketball players in Nigeria, they start playing in their teens. By that, but if you compare to the standards of other countries, in other countries, kids start at age 6. So by the time they're 12, they have learned all the fundamentals. By the time their bodies grow, they're already fundamentally sound. It's like second nature to them. And I actually wrote an article too about how mini basketball, that's basketball for kids under 12, is what will save our basketball program in Nigeria. So I think more focus should be put on that. And I hope other basketball programs will also look into the mini basketball programs too.
Tell us about your own mini basketball program that you're running now.
Okay, so I've been running a mini basketball program here in Jos. I think I started just July last year. July, August last year, and I've had
Officially, but you had been running it.
yes, but
Um,
I've been running it like okay, I have my mini basketball program. The first one I did, I did it when I was in Germany. I traveled to Germany for a couple of tournaments and tryouts and the whole whatnot. And I was asked to be part of a basketball program called Hoops Camp in Bonn, Germany, by a good friend of mine, Marcus Zimmerman. So we did that in 2007, and since then I've been part of Better Basketball. We've still been doing. Sorry, I've been part of Hoop Camps. I will still be running programs in between. I was actually supposed to travel back and
yeah.
be a part of one of their programs.
Okay.
What
But what about? Yeah. Yeah. Go
okay, you
ahead.
want to say something?
Yeah. Go ahead.
What made me actually want to focus on put a lot of focus on mini basketball was that I told you we did the camp in 27. By 2016, 2016, Marcus calls me and says, "Dude, what did you do to these kids?" I'm like, "What?" He said, "They're always asking me about you." Now I'm looking I'm like, "Wow, I didn't even know I had that much impact." You know, so I'm saying if I can have this kind of impact to the kids here at home, I mean it's going to be amazing. Because those same kids right now are in their mid 20s now. They're the professional players now.
So about the one you have been running here, what is your focus? How are you? What's your strategy when it comes to training them? Because these are young kids. How do you teach them to focus? How do you teach them to pay attention? To follow instructions. How does that work?
Okay, for me, the methodology for me is I want the game to be fun for them. I want them to actually enjoy the game and grow to love the game. I don't want them to relate the game with regimentation, because the mistake a lot of people make when you're teaching kids this young is that you can't treat them like soldiers. You can't coach them like soldiers. You don't carry them and start giving them drills. I think I teach them through play. So while they are playing, I'll give them a lesson. While they play, I give them another lesson. While they play, I give them another lesson. Before you know it, and these kids, they absorb everything. So by the time they start playing, they start getting creative. They start even doing other stuff. They say, "Coach, look at this, look at that, look at that, look at that." Now, when they do something wrong, I start correcting. I start correcting here and there. But it always has to be fun for them. So for now, it's 70% fun, 30% 30% um, skill training.
Yeah.
Now, as they grow older, the percentages start growing or reducing inversely. So that means maybe as they grow older, depending on their stage of the development, it will become 40% for skill training, 60%, 50%, 50, 30, 30. But before you know it, by 2015, it's 100. It's 100%
Nice,
still,
nice.
still have fun.
I love it. So if people, what are the age ranges? Just, if people want to get involved, want to get their children involved, what are the age ranges? How can they bring their children to learn about their young children about
Okay.
basketball?
Wow. The age ranges for me, I think I like to start at age 5, 5,
Okay.
5 or 6. A lot of people say a lot of people say some kids start at 3, 4. For safety reasons, I think 5 is the best age. They can start from 5, they can start from 5 to 12. Now,
5 to 12.
the thing is that some 5, 6 year olds might be more developed or can learn or be more gifted than some 12-year olds. So it's
Yeah.
not just age, it's according to your level.
The level.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's very personalized. It's very okay. So if they want to reach you, how do they reach you? Where?
Okay. For now, I can put my phone number on the Facebook page. I can put my email address. So they either meet me up through they hook up via my phone number or my email
Right.
address, my prepared email.
All right. All right. Well,
Yeah.
Tingwa, this has been real. Thank you for allowing me to take over your first live. Just to put you on blast, he's doing this. He's doing every week. He's going to be interviewing a female basketball professional, whether it's a player or whether it's an official, or a business person. So stay tuned. Each week he's going to be here. That and we hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned and. It's gonna be awesome. So, Ting, I'm gonna take my leave here. I'm gonna leave you to sign out,
Okay.
all of that. But
Okay.
man, all the
First of all, I
best.
just want to thank you so much, Ruby, for being here. Thank you
Sure.
for being for being a pest, pushing me
Yeah,
too.
to make it
Okay. Thank
happen.
you.
All
All
right,
right.
bro.
Bye.
Later.
All right.
Bye.
So there you have it. We really want to thank the amazing Ruby Gang for being on my first edition and taking over, interviewing me, just to let you guys know what I'm all about. We're going to continue having these interviews and these discussions. I always have somebody who will just discuss the game of basketball. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please, we hope that you'll be here next week, same time. Thank you very much.